Okay, so last week we spoke about how the Torah is like a seed in which the potential of the whole tree is there. And the finished tree reveals what the seed has. Okay, so similarly, the Torah is in a continual state of unfolding and renewal. So that Moshe Rabbeinu, who saw the seed and understood it, he was like a biologist, knew every chiddush that would ever be said, because it's all there, but it was all potential, not actualization. So we said that the full tree is the actualization, and a wise person would be able to look at the finished tree and say, aha, this is what the seed looked like. So last week we spoke about how this configuration tells us that Torah is a continually unfolding reality, shows us Hashem's will, so that even the ordinary conversations of Talmidei Chachamim give us sensitivity to how this will is expressed in the actual world. So we have the inner core, which is the wisdom of the Torah, and its outer expression, which is the ordinary conversation of Talmidei Chachamim even that. We spoke about tzitzis, and we said how the word tzitzis has within it the word tzitz, which is to peak, blossom, and that this actually embodies the way the Torah works. It gives you future, it gives you a vision of how the seed unfolds and is actualized. Okay, so we're going to take this further. Okay, v'zeh shamer Rabboteinu zal beperek chelek al pasuk ufara piyo levilti chok v'amar Rabbi Yochanan afilu lo kayem afilu chok echad hari b'shvil mitzvah echad she'oseh ketikuno zocher le'olam haba ki kol mitzvah kolelet kol taryag mitzvah. So now we're adding something else. So the same way in the seed, everything, all of these potentials were constricted, and all of them touch each other and belong to each other, so to speak. So every mitzvah contains something of all of the other mitzvot. So if you do one mitzvah properly, so that affects everything else. V'cheinu b'nefesh pnimei ha'adam, she'af shemitpashet b'chol ever ve'ever b'pnei atzmo mikol makom nichlalim sham kol ha'evarim l'chen kishi'achav la'adam ever echad margish b'chol gufo. In the same way, a person, their whole body is intertwined. So if somebody is stepping on your foot, you wouldn't say, my foot has a problem. You would say, I have a problem. So to that same degree, if a person is keeping one mitzvah, so the whole body of Torah is expressed through that one mitzvah. So now what do we have now? So we have now is a picture of how the Torah looks. So the Torah is expressed through what Hashem tells us about it. So what the author provides us now is a long list of all of the mitzvot about how to learn Torah. So I'm going to take you through some, not all of them. So we have, when a person learns what mitzvot do they keep, each one, again, being like a garin of the other. If you go through Hashem's statutes, which means to struggle with Torah. So the act of struggling itself, trying to figure out what does this mean and what does it say, that actually gives you the whole Torah. V'shinantam levanecha. If you sharply repeat it to your children, meaning you give over Torah with enough depth and enough acuity that their unasked questions are answered, that's a mitzvah in itself. V'dibarta bam, if you speak Torah in your house, which is a different mitzvah than learning it in the Beis Midrash, on the way, when you go to sleep, when you get up, these are 7. He counts out many, many more. I'm not going to take you through all of them, but what I am going to say is that they all require shmira, they all require carefulness, they all require commitment, they all require support, sustaining the Torah not only intellectually but emotionally. All of this is there. Okay, so within all of this, he's going to tell us something very interesting. We're instructed in how to relate to Torah, and not just how to learn it, but how to relate to it. Let's hear about the relationship. Okay, so he says, "V'kach nemar ba v'higita v'yomam v'layla v'higita l'milashon machshava." You should think about Torah; it should be on your mind all the time. Shetzarich shelo yasir machshavto mehaTorah, that your mind can't ever be totally away from Torah. Now, I could hear you thinking. You're thinking, my mind should never be away from Torah. I have enough time thinking about. I have enough of a time thinking about anything more than if I'm down at the station at 8:45. Will I really make the train? Or does white synthetics go with white or colored? No, it means somewhere in the back of your mind, its imprint has to be there, and you know what? It will be there. כדלאל כתיב לא ימוש ספר תורה מפיך וכשאי אפשר לדבר בתורה אז זה נאמר על כל פנים רק חזק ואמץ. So it says that means it has to be in your subconscious all the time, the source of your strength and your courage, which for most of us, truth be told, it is. Goes on, more instructions.